God, that felt good.
Anyone with paper?
No.
Oh.
Hey, if I fall off this stage, you guys have to cheer. Thank you.
Win.
Hang on, we're getting set up. I'm getting set up. Don't rush me.
Don't
Actually, we are in a time crunch.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello.
Okay, hello everybody. Hello. I am Marisha Ray. I will be your dungeon master for the next 2 hours-ish.
Yeah!
And why don't we go ahead and introduce our players?
Hi, yes, I am Deborah Ann Wool, and I am playing Twiggy, and I am a gnome arcane trickster. I know lots of tricks, and I just want to make you smile. That's all.
The cutest. Oh. Hi, I'm Christina Ariel, and that's new. So I'm going to be playing Araza, and she is an Aasimar cleric bard. So let's barn it up, guys.
My name is Matthew Lillard. I am playing Gark, who last night was left on Avernus. He is a tiefling wizard, and he's pretty useless.
I am Satine Phoenix, and today I'm playing Vladia
Hey!
Umvara. Long name. I am a bard wizard and the band manager of The Sirens.
My name's Pat Rothfuss, and I will be playing Tim Minchin. I'll be playing Viari, rogue, among other things.
I am Kate Welch. And I'm going to be playing Rosie Beestinger, a halfling shadow monk who is a grandmother to many. She's not your grandma. In those rare cases, she may be your grandma's grandma. All right, here we go.
Real quickly, Greg, Satine and I are locked out of our iPads. We need the code.
Yes!
I could have saved that to a more dramatic moment, but
Bring in the code!
I win. I win.
Call the lockmaster! Here it comes.
Nice.
give a pencil,
Write
right?
it down. Write it down.
5, 3, 6.
Greg Tito, ladies and gentlemen. Greg Tito.
Tito! Whoa.
That was all for Greg.
The heavens opened up.
No.
All right.
Gark,
Yes.
were you asleep? Sleepwalking? Just walking? What was your last memory? Something. Is a werebore involved? Unicorns? You blink your eyes into focus. And your eyes are greeted with visions of a horrifying reality.
Again.
A hellish landscape that's a monochromatic blur of unsettling imagery. Burning dunes backlit by a ruby sky painted with ash and fallout. Tornadoes made from burning columns of fire spot the distance. A far-off meteor cuts through clouds of noxious gas. And it's almost beautiful as it plummets. Hundreds, thousands of meters away? It's hard to say. You suddenly notice there's no sound accompanying this scene. Wait. There's one sound. The sound of you breathing. Your heart pounding in your ears. Gusts of wind rush by your head, so hot you would swear you were passing by a burning building. Sand and dust pelt your armor. Still, only your heart. You turn around, desperately glancing in all directions, and the mess of red and burnt, sooted land seems to stretch forever, until your sight drops off into endless darkness that almost seems to be in alliance with the palpable silence. Gark, you are surrounded by no one.
I take a moment. And I realize as a tiefling, I've come back to the place that someplace in my past I was created. And I realize that whatever part of me that once belonged here is now dead, and I want nothing more than to get out.
You look around with this burning goal in the back of your head. You have to get out of here. Details are hard to make out, and you're not sure what percentage of that is because of the heat distortion or your own disorientation. When you look across the horizon, it's an unsettling illusion where you're not sure what's large and far off in the distance or potentially within a few short meters. What surely must be incredibly far in the distance is a dark spherical hole in the sky, like a dark star, and blotting out the full view of the indefatigable circle is the remnants of a city anchored to the horizon with what must be the largest chains you have ever seen in your life. Underneath, you see something flying. Is it a dragon? It's almost mechanical in nature. It's got a weird staccato movement to it. It's hard to say. But as you turn to your left, one of the things that you're sure must be close is a boat. A small canoe. In the distance, you see a river that seems to run nearby. In this boat, almost like a smuggler's boat, is half buried in the sand, kind of emerging from the sand dune.
I'll make my way to the boat.
Okay. We'll walk over, and it's hard to get purchase. There's sand and grit that kind of crumbles from under your feet. You kind of trip as you make your way over there. You are now at the boat.
I'll cast mage armor on my way across in case something comes up.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Oh, this is my specialty. Yeah. I rolled a 2, and I'm going to take that at 1. Just want you to know, it's been so long since I've been in the desert. My eyes been blinded by sand.
It's pretty
terrified. The heat is really...
It's hard to see what's going on. You go up and you see that there's a blanket kind of covered, kind of at the tip of it, and you rip it back, and you see the corpse of this spiny, barbed, scaly-looking creature that's a little dehydrated, covered in scraps of armor. And underneath of this body, kind of huddled underneath one of the seats, asleep and hiding, you see a tiny gnome-like creature.
I attack. Roll initiative! No, I don't.
18!
I don't.
That's great!
I immediately go to my knee. I go to my knee, and I'll say, "Present yourself, goblin."
I sort of blink my eyes and open up and goes, "Oh, I was having the nicest dream. Who are you?
I am baffled at what I've discovered. I'll say to her, my name is Gark. I'm the great-great-great-great-great-grandson of Asmodeus. Or Asmodeus, as some people like to say.
The correct ones.
All right. What is your name?
Well, my name is Twiggy, and this guy is keeping me warm, and this is Trixie. And as I open up my little jacket, I have a small squirrel that lives in the pocket of my coat, and the squirrel does not speak, but you see my mouth move as I say, well, hi there.
I attack. What are you doing huddling under a corpse? Stand, are you all right? Can you stand?
I stand up, and I'm quite short, and as you look at me, you can't quite tell. I could be like 6 years old or 60. It's hard to tell. When I smile, I've got all these lines, but it might just be out of excitement. So I kind of hug myself a little bit, and I stand up, and I say, I have no idea how I got here, but I'm so happy to have a friend.
God forsaken me. Why have you done this? Well, come, little creature, let us find more people, for we will never escape this hell without help.
Sounds great. Lead the way, sir.
We'll keep making, so she's in the canoe, is that what I saw?
Yeah, she was
All right.
kind of taking shelter.
Does it look seaworthy?
It does not. It's got a big hole. It looks like you can see this river in the background, and it's not far from there. It seems like over time, the wind and the dust has slowly pushed this canoe inward. Probably a good 20 yards inland from the banks of the river.
As I throw the corpse of this spiny creature off of me, I'd like to just like take a look at it and see. if
Sure,
there's anything
roll
on
an investigation check.
it. Whoa, hi, Matt. That is going to be a 26.
Beautiful. You feel like you remember hearing about these things. It looks like a barbed devil corpse. You look it over, and the armor almost seems like it was part of a uniform in some way. And as you push the corpse over to the side, you see a 8 branded into the side of his forearm.
Oh, of his
of
body.
his arm, of his body. There also is like kind of chain iconography kind of stamped in the leather on the armor as well, and you see the 8 showing up a few more times.
Is the armor salvageable? I have mending.
Sure.
Okay, so
Wow.
so as I undress him,
Okay.
I start to walk off.
I undress him, and then I take out 2 stones and I start to clink them together like this, and I sing a little ditty while I do it. And as I do it, little sparks fly off the bottom of the stones across the little cracks in the armor, and they come back together. So it's like almost like full again. And then I just put it on and I check out who I am.
It's a little bit big and clunky over top of her. It drags almost.
Okay, yeah,
You can
good.
see on the inside.
You're quite handy, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I do all kinds of things.
I can just imagine.
You can see on the inside there's a stamp that says property of Kovic.
Kovic?
Kovic.
Kovic.
And then as you're rummaging through, ting, 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 ting. It's sand, but you get the idea. Poof. An axe falls out.
Hey!
Nice.
I don't know that I can use this.
Tiny little hand axe, nothing crazy.
Okay. Yeah, I can't use this. You want it?
I don't, but let's keep it, because
Is it simple or martial?
Simple.
It's simple.
Marshall.
It's simple.
Who knows
Simple.
D&D in
Who
this
knows?
building?
Okay, I can use it if it's simple.
looking around, any tracks or anything that's led to or fro?
No, nothing.
I'll
It's
say-
so windy.
It's-
You
go-
look
yeah,
behind,
sure.
and even your tracks are gone,
Gone.
as quickly as you make them.
I'll say, what's the last thing you remember before you woke up? Okay, cool.
Sorry, I'm looking at my
too.
toy.
No, yeah, no, I
I
understand.
still think you should have this
I'll keep it.
because I'm not very strong,
That's
and I don't think I can use my nimbleness.
okay. I'm happy.
wield
I'll
it.
happily carry
So
it.
I pass it over.
Lovely, thank
I
you.
say, I don't really remember much of anything before I woke up. There was a boat, maybe, and some friends, and a dragon.
A dragon?
Yes, but I killed it.
My entire impression of her has now changed. And I say, good, let's walk this way. And I'll start heading towards the water.
Okay. As you're walking, you see almost appear suddenly in front of you. Is it a mirage? Is it an illusion? Is it real? Two figures suddenly apparate in front of you. One of them in a beautiful, long, white, flowing gown, and the other, fantastic, fabulous dress. Arisha and Vanya.
So I'll cast thaumaturgy, and I'll say, present yourself, what is your name?
And
The
while
two
he
of
does
you.
that, I run forward and go, hi!
Oh my God. Little one, get behind me!
Okay, slow turn.
They're so pretty.
Hair flip. Eyelashes glistening in the wind. What?
Present your name, who are thee?
Orisha and Vanya, it's like you don't remember being teleported. You don't remember making a choice to come to this wretched hellscape. It's like you were just suddenly here. And you turn around to see a tiefling and a gnome who seems very happy to see you both running towards you.
Darling, did we drink too much?
First of all, it's too loud, so I think we did. Because my head is killing me, and that one needs to calm down. It's a lot.
It's really warm in here. Actually, it feels kind of nice, like a spa.
Like a hot, oh, you remember that hot spring
That
spa?
was very good.
What is your name?
And I cast Thermatology. And first of all, you need to lower your voice, because I don't know who you think you're talking to.
Sorry, my bad. And I'll make
Turn the volume
disengage. I'll come up. What is your... God, you good den, good gentles. What is your name?
I'm Vlanya. This is Ariza.
Ariza, your pleasure to meet me.
Twiggy!
She has a voice on her.
You ever
I
think
do a
about
little
joining a band?
Ooh, I'd love to sing.
Oh, good. We both sing. We
You
should do
do?
a lot of that together.
Oh my gosh. We could do the alphabet.
I consider my options. Last night I was Mad Maggie's wretched whore. I kind of want to go back.
Wait.
All right, so do you have the ability to protect yourselves in this hellish landscape?
We don't even know where we are.
You are in hell, my love.
Well,
Again?
Do you guys have armor on you? I'll take a perception check. Do we have armor or any kind of weapons, or what are we looking
We
at?
have all our stuff.
It seems like you have all of your stuff, but for some whatever reason, you are here fully equipped, which seems unlikely, but you're not going to look a gift horse in the mouth.
I have light and medium armor, you know,
Okay.
stylish armor. What-
Underneath your flowing robes.
My flowing robes are stylish armor.
That's awesome.
It's called a cloak of many fashions. Look it up.
Who has the highest passive perception? Looks
Not going to be me.
Yeah, no, Twiggy's like playing with something in the air that no one else can see.
I have 17.
17. Ariza, you look off and you see kind of over Moon, there's this kind of embankment in a sand dune. 2 more figures that you know they were not there, and you were looking in that direction, and now there they are.
Is hell just like a party? Like everybody just shows up? What is this?
They're a bit far off, maybe 100 meters, so it'll take a little bit of time to head that way. Rosie and Viari.
We'll head that way.
Eyes. And you're just looking at each other. Like someone placed you there.
Did Omen do this?
Were we drinking? I mean, I was drinking, but were you there?
I was not there, but I was drinking separately.
Maybe we started drinking separately again and we ended up drinking.
Yeah, that's very
Yeah.
possible. Yeah. Oh, and I was eating those mushrooms. It's a blur.
It's a blur.
This kind of sucks, though.
Thaumaturgy. Who are you? Present your names.
Why do you
Through
keep yelling?
the wind,
It is a matter of we need to present.
surprisingly, you hear this booming voice come across the wind and kind of cut through, and it's somehow more abrasive than the sand that's hitting your face.
I will use thaumaturgy back.
The greatest cantrip ever.
Yell back, what's up? This is Rosie, and like she's super old, so it's almost like she doesn't know how to use a phone, you know? It's like, this is Rosie Beestinger, and I have Viari with me, last name unknown. We are from Acquisitions Incorporated. Over.
We're occasionally affiliated, but not exclusively contracted to Acquisitions Incorporated, just to make it very clear.
Also,
right off
I
the
am
bat.
middle management. He is a sub intern.
Really not relevant, but
Highly relevant.
Follow me! I'll turn and go the other way.
Where are you? Oh! They seem nice.
they do seem nice. Looks like they came from a party too. Maybe we were all at the same party?
Are they playing us out?
I don't know. The landscape suddenly darkens as an ash cloud hovers over by and blots out. There wasn't a sun. What is happening? It's just so dark all of a sudden.
Viari, we have to get to them. I can't see a thing.
The winds pick up.
We're over here!
Over here! You gotta go!
Come here, come here.
Over here! I'll cast dancing lights.
You see just almost like a lighthouse flickering far across the ocean, being cut in and out, just flashing lights.
I cling to the back of your cloak. I'm like, get me there. Get me.
Okay.
The winds are picking up a storm. It's still. But you know what? Just like Florida, weather changes so quickly in the 9 hells.
I have heard that hell is remarkably
It
like
is-
Florida. Yeah.
You know, it might be raining on one side of the River Styx, but not on the other. So unpredictable. Eventually, in time, you all kind of walking at the same distance, kind of intersect and all connect together.
Well, you good then. My name is Gark. These are people we have all been found in this general vicinity in the last 10 minutes.
Apparently, he summoned us to save him.
I definitely need to be saved.
Well, I mean, we do a lot of saving at Acquisitions Incorporated, so I'm sure we can help. Always be branding. How can we help?
We also feel the same way at the Sirens.
How delightful.
You're fantastic.
Aren't you looking
You
wonderful?
look really good for your age.
Thank you. I'm 120 years old, but I did lose 10 years to a freak accident.
I'm gonna
gonna head towards the river Styx.
I'm gonna follow him, and actually, I kind of want to I don't want to touch it per se, but I just kind of want to hold my hand over the top of it, see if I sense anything.
Kind of. Let's see. Let's roll.
I will say this.
Yeah.
The last time I was hit with water in hell,
Yes.
I lost all my memory.
Well, I don't have much memory anyways.
Oh, go swimming.
Yeah, roll. Yeah, just a general intelligence check.
Okay. 10.
You're gonna take Gark's word.
Okay.
As you hover it over and you can feel, you're not sure if it's steam or if it's heat or cold. You have to pull back very quickly though, because occasionally a bubble will emit and it kind of splatters all over the place. And you look down deep and it feels almost like collective soul memory is swirling deep underneath this greenish, blackish, muckish, thick ichor that
No.
lines the top, almost like an oil slick.
Ugh.
And taking it from Gark's word, you're assuming you don't want to touch this.
So,
Is this your first time in hell?
Actually, yeah.
You guys, you don't look like denizens. No offense. None of you look like you're from hell. What's going on?
Why would I take offense at that?
That's just in case you are from hell. What?
I don't know.
Why are you here?
I don't think any of us know why we're here, but
No.
nice to meet you.
Wow. This is about to get interesting. It's hell for someone, but it's not for me.
I think you're speaking my language. Oriza, nice to meet you.
I'm Rosie Beestinger. And you,
Hi.
Rosie approaches you because you're the correct size. She's like, thank goodness there's another person here with some vertical sense. But
Great to meet you. I'm Trixie. We should hang out sometime. Just a little squirrel head kind of just.
oh, okay. And she walks away.
Rosie, as you kind of walk
It keeps happening.
in the opposite direction just to try and save what sanity you feel like you might have left, you kind of start cresting over this ridge, this embankment on the river, and you get a little bit higher of a vantage point. And you realize you're on the edge, just over this hill, of a massive valley. You glance down and you see a sinking vista, slowly being consumed by black, viscous bile and time. Ruins of war-torn cities deteriorate amongst various machines. Machines covered in scrapped metal, jagged shards of plating and iron haphazardly wielded together create these intimidating constructs designed for what you could assume is high-speed combat.
Wow. I'm making a lot of assumptions here.
Yes.
It's awesome.
We got 2 hours. And there are dozens of these machines that litter the landscape.
Do any of them look like they are intact?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Oh, a 21.
Ooh. Yeah, a lot of them look pretty derelict and falling apart, and some are half submerged. But you see one that feels like it's stalled out kind of on this rocky ridge, and it hasn't been taken over by the landscape. It looks like maybe the back wheel is a little bit stuck and submerged, but looking across, you feel like that's probably your best bet.
Okay.
The gnome may be able to help us there.
She has a name, sir.
Hello! Twiggy!
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Well, I think, Rosie, as I crest this embankment, I'm digging my staff into the sand, trying to climb it to get away from you weirdos. And I see this machine, and at the very least, it looks like it could be decent cover, because in the distance, I also see what looks to be one of these tornadoes that we saw, and I am super afraid it's heading in our direction. So I see this machine. I'm like, at least we could get out of the sand blowing in our eyes. And I turn and I motion to all of you. I don't know if you can hear me from here, and I already blew my thaumaturgy on my weird phone call, but I'm doing this big gesture with my tiny little hands.
I do it back.
I come.
Yeah, we all.
Come.
Joke. Cool.
Twiggy.
And I show you, when you guys arrive, I point to the machine that I've seen, and I say, we can take shelter in there. And I think that we can probably figure out what we need to do to get the F out of here again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I do. I will kind of scramble up near it and try to take a look at it and see if it's...
I'll say, whoa. They're, usually people own things, and sometimes they're by them. And in hell, sometimes they're not people. So, I love your initiative. Just want me to take a peek inside there real quick?
Sure, we can tell him a joke.
We will do. I like you. We're gonna tell him a joke.
It's
Okay.
pretty, it's a little bit a ways. You guys are kind of standing on this ridge, and you have a decent amount, maybe 250 feet or so of valley with these ruins and other war machines, as well as these black pools of vile, kind of in between you and this functioning looking war machine.
As soon as she started to scramble, I was just gonna be on her team, because if anyone here is gonna need me to pull them out of a pit of tar acid, I'm guessing I picked my person. So
Don't be so sure.
I'm not sure, but so I'll be like, yeah, let's go, and we can tell them a joke, and so
it.
we'll go along together, and make a beeline that one, big one, it's kind of blocky.
Yeah, the one she showed.
Yeah,
she showed
okay.
us.
Are you guys going to try and move at full speed through this?
I am.
I will match her speed.
Okay.
25.
It's pretty rough, and there's a lot of hazards.
Okay.
So I would say let's roll an acrobatics check to see how nimble on your feet you are.
That was low. I have good acrobatics, but I'm not feeling myself today, so I rolled a 9.
Okay.
So thick.
Okay. You quickly, you kind of stumble down this hill, and you slip a little bit, and the edge of your right foot kind of dips a little bit into this black ichory ooze. It's on your boot. I think you're okay, but you realize just how dangerous and unsettled the ground is underneath of you. Any rock or what looks could be solid ground can fall out from under you at any moment.
Does it damage my boot at all?
Let's see.
Can I say I was specifically there in anticipation of this, and I rolled a 32?
Oh,
It was a dirty 32.
yes.
No, I have a special 32-sided die that I roll when no one's watching.
Yes, you were, as you previously stated. So as you see Twiggy's foot slip a little bit, yep,
There
you
we
get
go.
just the edge of her collar. And you look down, Twiggy, and it doesn't seem to be doing anything to the edge of your boot. You kind of,
Okay, yeah, I wipe it off.
yeah.
Sand as best I can.
but yeah.
Thanks.
No problem. And it did get on her foot?
Just a little bit on her boot.
I mean,
She's all right.
okay, I'll rub some of it off.
Okay.
I'm there.
And you toss the rag away?
Yeah.
I hold his hand and walk right by his side.
Okay.
I'd like to keep my eye on the scene around them to make sure that they're okay.
Roll a perception check.
18 plus 5.
Okay. As they're walking, it seems so quiet, even though it's so chaotic in this landscape. And it's almost serene as you're watching these two innocent friends holding hands, walking amongst the ruins. And then out of the corner of your eye, you see just a little skitter. And it kind of darts around and hides behind one of the other ruined war machines.
Send a message to Viari. Skittering, 3 o'clock. Up, forward, 3 o'clock. Like that way.
Oh, stage 3 o'clock. Do I see anything?
Roll a perception check.
97.
Plausible.
A 9 and a 7, 16.
You see something move. It looks like a rat. I don't know if that's the same skittering, but it's in that direction.
And at this point, I'm like, hey, look, a rat.
Whoa! We have a friend.
It seems to kind of dart away. It's not paying you any mind.
Just
But I don't run after it.
For the record, we're
They're more afraid of us than we are of
15.
them.
Yeah.
15 feet, 20 feet behind.
Yeah, you're still. If you guys,
We're still moving. I'll
You're
move
still
down.
moving?
Yeah. Artillery protection.
Okay, so yeah, they're probably 50 feet or so ahead of you
Okay,
at this
great.
point. Probably a third of the way there.
Also,
I don't know if that checks out to the map.
30,
I said earlier.
30 feet. We let them get 30 feet away, and then we'll, you know what I mean?
And then you follow?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you guys go ahead and start following through. Go ahead and
What
make,
now?
I definitely prestidigitation all of my jewels so I'm not blinked like a giant disco ball.
okay.
That's shade.
Something I've never done in D&D.
Dirtified?
deglammed.
Deglammed. Hide the
There's
jewels.
glamour, and then there's the opposite. Yeah.
Are you guys all following? Cautiously, I'm assuming. Roll,
I will, like, this is not my normal, like, oh, something's gonna, like, trap me here, but I will kind of be scanning. Like, I don't want to fall into a sand pit or a fucking maw of something or spike pit or any, just an eye out.
Okay, you rolled pretty high earlier, so that will pretty much cover you.
Okay.
But yeah, you see these black oozing pools. Some of them are a little bit more hidden and concealed than you would necessarily think. Some of them have been kind of overgrown by like rock and moss and debris that once you get up close to them, you're like, oh, snuck up on me. As you move along, go
Is
ahead.
it all sand here? Or like scrub and rock and
Scrub and rock
Cool.
mainly.
I pick up some rocks, I hand some to her, and and I'm also trying to find a song that we both know the words to so we can sing it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Feeling Groovy.
Ooh, I know
Okay.
that one.
Yeah, there we go. And I give you some rocks, and we're just throwing them, like to see where the ground is soft. Yes.
Feeling groovy.
Na, 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 na.
You see a few, it works very well. You see a few go bloop, and you know to avoid that. Do you let these guys know where the hidden pools are?
I'm assuming they're following us,
They're
and they're
following?
smart. They're
Okay.
grown adults.
Let me get some basic, simple acrobatics checks across the board from those who haven't rolled acrobatics checks yet. Just to make sure no one does something horribly clumsy. 22.
Good.
9.
9, you're good. It's a really simple saving throw. They're helping. And you're good too.
13.
You're okay. You're all great. You get your dress sometimes will catch on something and kind of lift it up.
I place myself next to Blanya. Every time I'm not even looking, but every time she kind of trips, I'm like, it's okay, gotcha. Stabilizing the little
arm?
the halfling stabilizer.
Are you just touching her butt?
No!
Yes.
Yes. She said yes.
Okay.
No, I'm aiming for the hip, but you know.
Arisa, as you follow behind, once again, this time to your left, just out of the corner of your eye, you see a little shadow kind of flash by.
So what I would like to do is look around, and I'm starting to feel a little mildly suspect, and I say, "This land is suspicious, we proceed with caution, there's danger at every turn. But with this small ditty, I ask all the traps to reveal exactly where they are." And I cast to find traps to see if there's anything that might be dangerous.
You see, if you get a few blips in kind of your magic meditation. Little spheres kind of sunken into some of this muck that you're assuming you want to avoid.
Balls! They are not balls. They might be bombs, but I think we should probably proceed with caution around these things because I'm getting weird vibes. So let's avoid those at all costs.
And specifically where you see them, there's two kind of catty-cornered, almost framing the war machine that you all are heading towards. Almost as if someone was planning on coming back or guarding here, so they placed these deliberately.
Is there one like a little off away from the war machine that's still relatively close?
Of the
Balls?
the balls, they're both almost like equidistant. Now at this point, with you traveling pretty far, you're probably 15 feet away from the one.
I'm
that
like,
you're closest
we can try to hit one of those with a rock.
Yeah. You guys hear that, right?
I thought it was crazy.
Don't you dare.
To gaslight her.
You know, we could hit one of these with a rock. I would rather know what this is and be ready for it than have it go off accidentally. Thoughts?
Love it.
Right?
It's a good idea.
Okay. One,
But you know what?
Yeah?
If you want to, we can go like 60 feet back, and I can send this special little hand I've got, and you can take it 30 feet forward and throw it from there.
I like.
We got
your
lots
plan.
of range.
I like your plan.
Sweet. So I do this. I put my hand in my pocket, and when I pull this hand out, another hand comes out after it. And, and then I give that hand a little rock, and it just sort of, floats forward about 30 feet, and it's about 30 feet from one of those balls, and it goes. And do I hit it?
roll like a simple dexterity check for the hand.
Yeah, for my
For your
hand.
mage hand.
Yeah. Okay.
That was awful handy.
Didn't roll great. That'll be a 14.
Nothing.
Did it hit the round thing?
You don't think so?
I missed.
No,
I missed. I'm sorry. Let's try again.
Get in there, kid.
As this is going on, I'm gonna cast Seed.
I take a running start and I just try to bean it.
Okay, to another dexterity ranged throw situation.
Just dexterity bonus?
Yeah.
18.
Yeah.
Can I get close enough that
Debris
it burns
is
off my
after.
eyebrows
You
off?
get a little blast back and some mud kind of splatters on your face just a little bit. Once again, you quickly wipe it off. You're not sure what this is.
Okay.
In fact, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Now that I think about it.
Uh-oh.
5. I want that music to play every time I say everything.
You get this splattering of this black ichor and this kind of constellation pattern on the side of your neck. It's not a lot. A little bit on the edge of your ear as you tried to shield yourself. Those areas slowly and suddenly start to swell. And your ear starts to swell. And it keeps swelling. And keeps swelling, and it's growing. And then it stops. You have a few more almost tumoring-looking swells. Exactly.
I tell you, as soon as I start feeling it, it's like, because nobody can see yet, right?
No.
And I'm like, it feels different, and it's happening.
It's like your ear is just growing in size
And then I go,
unnaturally.
I turn around, Rosie, 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 and I take like a full dash towards Rosie, and I do my cunning action extra move towards Rosie. The fastest I've ever moved toward Rosie. Rosie, it's on my beautiful face.
Oh my
Roll an
God!
athletics check. Roll an athletics check as you jog
Oh no!
in panic.
Oh my God!
It's not good.
Get ready for the sound.
Oh my God.
Where are you going?
In your panic,
In my calculated
in your
panic.
calculated. Oh my God. What is happening? This is poetry. I love it so much. You're holding your ear and you're a little disoriented and your equilibrium is off because you have this
My
swelling.
ear is the size of a loaf of bread
Ear
now.
is now the size of a loaf of bread. And as you're running towards Rosie, in your panic, you don't see this jagged piece of iron piping jettisoned out of the ground, and it just, your foot catches it, and you go tumbling forward, and you face plant, as you're holding this side of your head, you face plant into another puddle of this black ichor right in your other side, kind of skid across a little bit.
Can't believe I took off my fucking hood. It was just
Suddenly.
hot, and I was tired of wearing it on stage.
Same thing. This ear starts to go. It's getting bigger.
I'll race to. I mean, we'll
getting
race
bigger.
down. I'll race to him.
Yeah, I'm on my way down to him as well.
And I'll even, if I can go faster, I'll grab Rosie and pick her up and
Nice.
make way.
We're all gonna get in the stuff.
Well, that's. I mean,
Just
I don't know him,
gotta
but
get
I
him
seem to
out.
care.
No,
Is there? I mean, is it like if there's a protection from energy option? I mean, can I do an Arcana check to see if there's like a? It's not. Is it acid?
Do an Arcana check, yeah.
All right.
I've got water skin, which is full of wine.
8.
Ariza, don't
And I'm
you?
just gonna like.
Do
So
a
I
ward
got-
on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I'm mostly drinking it, but I'm drinking it real fast, so it's just all over.
It quickly starts to slough off of you.
Hold on, my skin or my face?
Just so it's, your skin is fine,
Oh.
and it's
Your face
you
falls
get it
off.
pouring off of your ears, which is good.
Okay.
22.
22.
Yeah.
It's not acidic. This is almost organic. What this is demon ichor. It is the bile refuse of rotting hundreds of thousands of rotting demon corpses that have liquefied and congealed over time.
Who wrote that?
Almost, like the